They say there's no problem bigger than any whiteboard because anything could be broken down into parts and figured out and solved. I feel the same way about Trello, especially about this setup of a classic Kanban board where I take incremental tasks and I put them as these little cards and I divide things up into four columns. All of the things that I need to do, stuff that I have started or is currently in the code in the works. So look out for these files. They might be in being edited. Stuff that's stuck, I can't figure out what's going on, and stuff that I've done that usually I need someone to check over and approve. I also use these cards for grading purposes. I can filter down to see individuals and which cards they've done, and then I can click on those cards and see the details, their comments, and understand what they've done, look at the pages that they worked on, and see and evaluate the quality of their work. It means that there's a few lines here that I need to make sure that you understand. You don't drag a card out of the backlog and into progress without adding your name to it. So if I added a card here, something, let me just say something, and now I'd add a label to what group I'm in, or tag it according to any other labeling system I'm using, and then I'd click here to assign a certain member, and I'd add my name to it, and then I drag it into in progress. When I'm done working for the day for that session, when someone's calling me, I've got to head out. Okay, so I click here, and then I write a note on my activity. What did I do? And you can also, if you're in an employment situation, you also log the time that it took. That way you get paid for that time. And so it's a good habit for you to get into. You just quickly write a note about what you did. If you want to distinguish yourself, if you want to make yourself stand out as a professional, do the next step. Also include a link to the file where I can see something. Include a link to the site that you worked on. Add in a picture or attach a file that you were editing if that was the task. You know, add additional detail so it makes it easier for someone to follow up. The bonus, if you do that, is also that should your project perhaps get accidentally deleted by one of your group members, that has happened several times. If that were to happen, then if you have a thorough record here, then you can use those details to quickly rebuild your project. It will come in handy. Additionally, if you're again in a paid context, if you add in those details, if someone were to be concerned that you're charging them for a certain amount, it'll make you feel really bad. But if you have all the details about what you did and to justify all the time, then you can make a very professional case for why you're charging what you're charging. So this is a very good habit to get into, and I will absolutely not allow you to drag a card across this line here into the stuck or done unless there are notes about your activity. Why are you dragging it into stuck where I will jump in and help as soon as I'm able? I need to know exactly why. And Mr. A gets very frustrated if there are no details here because I want to help you. If you put it into stuck, I get notifications. I get alerted. I will come to your rescue as soon as I'm able, and I will insist that you have details here about how I can help you. Use this app that I'm using right now to screen record yourself and explain the situation and then drop it into stuck, and I will jump in. And then same thing with done. As I look through and grade you every week, I want to see good details in those cards.